Hi, beautiful people. So today I'm excited again. I know I'm always excited when I come on, guys. So expect it. All right. So want to talk about your credit scores, your credit reports, and the things that you are going to be able to do in 2026 that you may have not been able to do in 2025. As the scoring changing happens, the industry is changing, guys, and it's changing for the better for us as the consumers. So now, with your credit history, you're going to be able to buy a home. If you're a business owner, you're going to be able to get the funding that you were not able to get last year in 2026. Now, let me break this down to you guys. This is how this is going to happen. Now, it's called alternative data reporting. It means companies like FICO and lenders are now finally counting things like your rental payments, your utility bills, your water bill, your phone bill, your subscriptions. If you got 10 of them and they're getting paid on time every month, that's real big, guys. That's like credit gold in 2026, right? Because they had to figure out a way to start giving people a chance to purchase, right? Honestly, I don't think that it's grace for us that they're giving, that they're doing this. I think it's just they're trying to find a way to crack the door open so more people can come in so that they can keep making money because of the economy. But whatever, for whatever the reasons are, it's working for us, guys. All right, so um did y'all even know that your car insurance now you can report it? And your like your gym membership payments, like anything that you are paying on consistently. I'm sorry, I had to let you know that. And let's be real, guys. If you've been paying your bills on time, whether it's a $10 a month bill or $2,000 bill a month bill, it deserves to be reported on your file because it's your consumer file. You know what I'm saying? So you have these places like Experian, eCredible, Kovo, Level Credit, these companies who are reporting like your rental payment history for you and stuff. Use them, utilize those platforms. They're not expensive even to use to get those things reporting on your credit report. And like I remember like when Experian Boost first started this, it was like I don't know, maybe like 2018 or 19 or something like that. To me, it was huge, and I wasn't even making videos then, but I was doing credit. But it just opened the door for more spin-off companies to be able to do this and to do this even better than Experian Boost because when they first started, they were only Experian Boost. They weren't Equifax and TransUnion boosted. But anyway, so lenders, mortgage companies, and business funders are also using this info, guys. So don't think that it's just like going on your personal credit report and it may help you get a house. If you are an entrepreneur and you are like using your business, your personal credit to kind of get loans and things like that to get you up on your feet or for whatever reasons, this is going to help you too, guys. I mean, guys, people are getting approved for 10K, 20K, even over 100K for homes, lines of credit, FHA mortgage loans, just because their rental history and those small subscriptions or car insurance and things like that are reporting on their credit report. So don't sleep on this. This is not the first video that I've made about this, but I'm going to make sure that this is the most in-depth video that I've made of this because this is a game changer for people who have no credit cards or rebuilding from bad credit or are stuck like in a thin file. You don't have that much going on, but you need to get something going on a little bit quicker than you can do it. So, guys, I urge you if you have not signed up for like Experian, and no, I'm not affiliated with Experian, but I am affiliated with Kovo. Kovo to me is better. Definitely go sign up. The link is going to be in the description. So. Excuse me, guys. I'm sick today. I'm trying not to act and look sick, but I'm sick because I wanted to get these videos out to you guys. Um, so guys, bottom line, the good news is that 2026 is not just working for them. It's working for us now, so if you pay your bills on time, you can get some stuff and it's going to be based off more than how high your credit score is, or, if you missed the payment 8 months ago and stuff like that. So things are really picking up, guys. So I just want to show you this real quick. with Vantage Score, because I talked about that as well, how the Vantage Score is going to be more widely used now with making lending decisions. All right. So I want you to find out this information so you can get excited about it just like me. So let me share this with you. I'm going to show you what I've been looking at and doing research on. All right. So this is this Vantage Scores website for visual purposes, guys. So now let me make it big. How do I make it big? Oh, that ain't gonna work. Okay, I guess that's as big as I can get it. All right, guys. So Vantage Score has really changed the game, and it has really grown since like the earlier 2000s. Now it's grown from Vantage 3.0 to Vantage 4.0, and I'm gonna tell you how bad Vantage 4.0 is. All right. So let's just click here, trending credit data. So now I'm going to break this down to you. This is what the website says. So I'm just going to break it down to you if you will allow. Okay, so what trending data means in simple terms, all right? So, and I'm reading my notes here, guys. So if I'm not looking at you, this is why. All right. So imagine you pay your credit card a little late one time, or your balance is temporarily high. Now, most credit scoring modules, like the old FICO ones, only look at that one moment and may lower your score immediately. All right. That's called static data, like taking a photo of your credit report at one moment in time. But trending data is different. It looks at your credit behavior over time like a movie instead of a photo, if that makes sense, guys. So it's the difference between you have a high balance right now, old models will drop your score versus you usually pay it down over time and you're getting better. New model will is higher trust and better score. Okay. So I hope that makes sense, guys. So it's not penalizing you basically for every little mistake that you made. Now, this is why this is good for you guys. It shows the full pattern of how you use credit, not just that picture of that one negative thing that happened. It rewards improvement, not just perfection. It helps lenders trust you more if you're building good habits. So things like this, guys, will get you approved when older models will just say no and you can't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just because of a few mistakes that you made. So now, guys, putting all of these things together, making them work for you. Now you can buy your house, you can get your funding, and just know that your credit scores do not have to necessarily be 750 without a blemish anywhere in order for you to get to where you need to be. So it was good talking to you guys. I'm back this week. I'm dropping a video every week. I'm even going to be doing some lives. So we'll talk tomorrow. Bye.